I went to the cinema to see this, and then like 40 minutes later I saw the new Smurfs movie. That's the worst day at the cinema I've ever had.
We are not gonna die today.
I don't know why I had any sort of expectation going in, given that I don't even believe the original of these films to be the best rip-off of Scream, and the sequels are all unfathomable crap. I mean, far worse than they have any right being. And this franchise, which is responsible, I think, for the creation of the modern, shitty, mystery teen TV genre, for it to come back just because Scream had a successful requel, and drop the worst requel I've ever seen. That feels somehow like the worst thing to happen to cinema this year. Apart from, obviously, the new Smurfs movie. Jesus. I Know What You Did Last Summer stars, honestly, a group of young actors I've never heard of and have very little desire to ever hear about ever again. They're this group of friends who cause a car crash. I mean, they don't even run someone over accidentally this time. One of them is just standing in the middle of the road on purpose as a car is coming and is all like, being a complete dick. All on his own while they all tell him to move. One of them pushes him out of the way, otherwise he would have actually just died. And then another car comes along and crashes because they're standing in the middle of the road. So even more than the last time, this is all on one person, yet the murderers start coming after like all of them and a bunch of innocent people around them. Like, can't crazed serial killers just be like, oh, actually, it's just this one person I'm angry at. Why don't I just kill them? Like, just once? So a year later, the main girl is a mess, as shown by her having sex with a random woman in an airplane bathroom. That's it. We're told that she's a big mess in general, but that's the only thing we see her doing that's even remotely not normal. Like, Jennifer Love Hewitt in the original film, like, made herself look like a mess for the entire film to prove that her character was a mess. This girl just looks fine. Like, grand. She's not, like, yeah, it doesn't matter. So, her friend, who is blonde, beautiful, rich as hell, and vapid to the nth degree, oh my god, is having her second bridal shower, I think, in the last year, because, yeah, she jumps between fiancés with the rapid rate only achievable by someone who is a full-on sociopath. And at her second bridal shower in the last year, I'm sure she's a lovely girl, really. That's the energy of the character. It's like, oh, she's so awful in every way, but I'm sure she's nice, really. We love her, right? She gets a note at this bridal shower saying, I know what you did last summer. Wonder what it could have been. Was it accepting a third marriage proposal? It's like a reverse Mamma Mia up in here. So the killer turns up, immediately goes after just not the people they're meant to be chasing, like just random people, a lot. Does not use the fisherman's hook for that much of the killing. I mean, like, crossbows? Like, really? I feel like if you reach the point where you're just not even going to use your signature weapon, at that point, just grab a fucking gun, man. Whatever. So, he's going to break into the same highly secure-looking, super rich person house like 3 times over the course of a week. Like, I actually thought this looked promising at first. I thought, oh, well, I don't think any of these films are good so far, so this one, it's not got a hard job to be the best one, right? And in the first act, it had me, because it seemed to have a better grasp on the meta humor that the other films should have all been stealing from Scream. They could have at least taken the better parts of Scream. It seemed to have some of that. It seemed to have some of the good chase scenes from the original one. That was the only highlight of that. And then it just all, no, nothing else after the first act. Lost any sense of humor, or at least any good sense of humor. It lost all of the good chase scenes they just vanished. And the story careens forward at times for about 10 minutes and then just stagnates for the next half hour. Bizarre. And also, and when I say that the direct-to-video film that they made in this franchise in the mid-noughties had one of the worst third acts of any film I've ever seen. And the third act in this film was equally as bad. Like, that is incredible. They, of course, bring back Jennifer Love Hewitt and Freddie Prinze Jr. Of course, they can't bring back anyone else. Those are the only surviving characters, or so I thought. The third act just, yeah. I really thought I could handle what was going on with this film, where it was headed. And I would have accepted it a lot more without the kind of final twists. But they made me want to just run headfirst at the cinema screen in hopes of breaking it and stopping the rest of the film from happening. I know that's not how cinema screens work, but I was losing it at this point. So they literally say in the film, the line, "This whole experience is 0 out of 10. 1.5 stars. It just doesn't have, like, any right being this bad, genuinely. I just can't believe that they haven't gained the self-awareness to, just stop making these.